Hey guys, it's Tom, and today I'm going to be doing a fanfiction reading video, but first I gotta get a drink, because, yeah. And I will play music in the background, so just in case I have trouble speaking a word, you can listen to the music, because I get annoying and I know that. And I already have a fanfiction chose. There. And if people do text me during the video, it's just my friends and I have to respond to it. I'll pause the video every then and there. This fanfiction is called Blue Soldier by Angel Bunny Cake 123. So, let's start. Chapter 1. Red. It started with red. Not blue. Red. Blue and red. Not even opposites, but so drastically conflicting. It's hard to make them look good together in any circumstance. Red. The color of one's self after a supposed death, or the color of rage and passion. That's red. Blue. The quiet color, usually paired with sadness, but at the same time it's so vibrant and powerful. That is blue. What does red have to do with blue? Isn't blue the name of this supposed tale, not red? But you are mistaken. Blue has everything to do with red. That's why you are here. That's how you are here. This is where the story begins. A cold night breeze blew by, making the autumn leaves dance around and then settle back to sleep. The tall buildings and trees would stop its playful fun when it brushed against them. This repeated over and over. One wind blew against the glass surface of a window, doing nothing but moving us on in the story. In one window, the lights off, you could see a boy about 19 years of age. He was sleeping peacefully, his brown hair sticking to his face as he breathed outward, his mind racing with dreams. The window next door was not so lucky, at least the man inside it. He was sitting at the edge of his bed, his figure illuminated only by the window mentioned earlier. His hair stuck up in various sized spikes, unnaturally. He was wearing a worn-down old hoodie that looked to be through a lot. The man rubbed his eyes and sighed. He couldn't get to sleep. His mind was haunted by past events. A new one this time. The words echoed in his mind like yelling "thee" into a cannon. "I thought we were friends," it would repeat. The man groaned, pulling his hands up to caress his tired face. He continued back, landing flat on the bed. He sat there for a minute, and then spoke to himself. "Why can't I stop thinking about it?" he asked the empty ceiling. Of course, it did not reply. A loud creak came from the wall, interrupting the man's thoughts. "Stupid creaky window," he complained, before a thought struck him as he turned over to face said window. "Wait, how did you open the window?" He crawled over to the window grudgingly to shut them and stop the playful breeze from entering his room. "It's not that windy," he added as he grabbed hold of the open pane. His eye caught hold of something blowing silently in the wind. Hold on. On the window pane, held only by a piece of store-bought tape. On the smaller paper was a red symbol. The man wished he could remember where it was from. He almost did. The man peeled the paper off the window and examined the symbol. He flipped it over to find more content, a completed note addressed to himself. You know who the man is. I would assume you know who wrote the letter, so I won't say. If not, I will recite the letter to you, and you will most certainly know then. Hello, Tom. You probably didn't expect to hear from me after what happened, but I don't think of this as an apology. Think of it as an invitation. You do not have to accept, but I know you will. Place the note back in the window to accept. I will explain more there. Red leader. Tom, as we all certain that is his name, was taken back. He never liked Tord. Tord had never liked him. Why would he be invited him to a hangout? He had to make everything dramatic, didn't he? Tom grumbled and said out loud, "Who does he think he is, after what he did?" He paused, staring at the note more intently, thinking it over. Doing this could finally rid him of his insomnia. Figure out what happened to Tord might put him at ease, even if it wasn't exactly good. Moments later, Tom pulled off his hoodie and lay down on the bed. Getting under the covers, he breathed out and tried to clear his mind. His eyes drooped from the tiredness, and soon he was having dreams of his own, like the peaceful man down the hall. To ease your questioning about this note is this. The wind now had a new toy to play with. On the glass of the man's window that quiet, peaceful night. All mornings start the same. You have that anxious feeling to wake up, and once you do, you are left tired for the duration of the day. You walk grudgingly to the kitchen and start to make coffee or a bowl of sugar-packed cereal. Then you sit at your table, rubbing the sleep out of your eyes, and try to enjoy your wake-up meal. This was Tom. In a morning like all others, he was the one making coffee. He had slept all right, but still didn't get the needed amount of sleep to stay fully awake. He pulled the mug up to his lip and let the hot liquid pull down his throat and give him a small zing that helped keep his eyes open. A soft knock on the door jolted him up, so he sat straight on his chair. It's probably Ed coming to say hi or something, he thought to himself. He picked up his coffee and took another gulp while heading towards the door. He turned the handle and opened it. What he saw wasn't Ed or even Matt. The man he saw had messy brown hair and a soft prickle of hair on his chin and left cheek. He was wearing a blue overcoat with visible neck of red sweater underneath. Long brown boots made his pants bunch up about mid-calf and knee. Tom nearly dropped his coffee cup seeing him. He had that immediate feeling that if an army figure appeared at your door, you did something wrong. Lucky for Tom, that was not the case, but it didn't stop his fears. He didn't even know what he would have done. He just feared. The man looked at Tom questionably, then spoke. "Are you Tom?" he asked. Tom noticed a bent-up cigar bouncing up and down as he said it. "No, it did not eat it, you know what I mean." Tom hesitated, but answered, "Yes, I am. Why?" The man grinned softly as if he had completed a lifelong quest. He reached up into his pocket and held up a wrinkled piece of paper with a red symbol on the back, and that's what brought him back to the events of last night, into Tom's mind. "You've been called," said Paul, for that's what Tom read on the nameplate pinned to his coat. He had forgotten, and here was his escort to that very thing he had so foolishly agreed to. He had left a note on the window, yes. The breeze had played with it, yes. He was prepared for what would happen next, no. He most certainly wasn't. The wind was mischievous. It hit against the plane with incredible force, but only managed to rattle it slightly now and then. Tom was sitting in a comfortable airplane chair across from his escort, Paul. Paul was silent. They could both feel the awkwardness in air growing heavier each passing second. They had been flying for about an hour. The only thing keeping Tom entertained was watching the clouds fly past as the plane cut through them. Finally, Tom decided to speak. "So, what does your boss want with me, anyway?" he asked. He still had no idea. He had simply jumped into the bull ring without any beforehand knowledge. He could be walking to his death trap for all he knew. "Not even I know that," Paul said softly, looking intently out the window at the clouds just as Tom had been doing moments before. "Guess we'll have to wait and see then," Tom thought to himself. The journey from England to Norway is only 2 hours by plane. It felt like 10. The plane finally began to descend, making Tom's stomach flip. The wheels skid across the runway until it came to a full stop. Tom didn't know whether to stand or not. He felt like he had been sitting there for days, and any movement would remind him his legs couldn't work anymore, and he would fall back down. But Paul got up and he did the same, only having a little trouble steadying himself. Okay guys, that's all I'm going to do for right now, because I'm running out of time on the video, and plus my voice is a little sore. So, yeah, thank you for watching. Bye!